here at Day and Night Debate Show, and I'm Brayden. Tyler and Steven are on the other lines. So we have some hot to talk about today. First one, Patrick Mahomes. Steven, you have some interesting stats about him, his stats for the year. What do you got on him?
So he has 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, a 126.5 QBR, 65.2 completion percentage, and he throws a touchdown 1 in every 10 passes.
Golly. Last game specifically, 304 passing yards and 2 total touchdowns. Led his team to a victory over the Broncos, who were pretty hot. Tyler, what do you have to say about Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, the guy, he's starting off as a really good start, you know. He's got a bright future ahead of him. I mean, if he keeps up these numbers, you know, for 2 more seasons, 3 more seasons, you're looking at a definite Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
Early.
Oh, yeah.
I can
Yeah, I can agree with that. You know, the Chiefs have a chance to win a Super Bowl this year if they keep up what they're doing.
It's the Chiefs, though. They always drop off after, like, the 6th or 7th game.
Yeah, they usually do that. And, you know, Mahomes, he was great in college, but he just played for a team that, you know, was in the Big 12, the Big 12 is not a great conference, you know.
It's the weakest out of the Power 5, personally, in my opinion.
Yeah, either them or the ACC, but the ACC has some form of defense. The Big 12 has no defense. What do you think about that, Tyler?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think ACC beats them by a long shot. You got Clemson, you know, and Florida State. Usually they're on there. They have a good year, but, you know, recently they haven't been so hot. But, you know, occasionally you'll come up with a really good defense from Florida State.
Right.
But, you know, got a couple of high-powering offenses and sleeper teams, honestly, in ACC. But, you know, Big 12, Big 10, stuff like that, you know, I just don't see them.
Yeah. I mean, I think, you know, Patrick Mahomes, like, he hasn't come out of nowhere, but, you know, he wasn't a high draft pick. It wasn't noticed. I mean, he was just a guy out there, you know.
He was expected to have a great arm. That's what he has, but he can do so much more than just have a great arm.
Great outside the pocket.
Exactly.
He had 163 yards outside the pocket the other night, which is great. And our next subject, while we're on football, is college football predictions for this weekend. We're going to kind of go through these pretty fast. We got the Red River rivalry, Texas and Oklahoma. Who you got there, Tyler?
Texas and Oklahoma, you know, Kyler Murray, he's just unstoppable. The guy, he's insane. I mean, you're looking at, if he does it, he's going to be the next Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so, Oklahoma pulls it out against Texas. Texas is, you know, they're still trying to rebuild their team.
Right. Yeah,
I agree completely.
I think it's the difference in the game. So, I think it's a shining factor.
Yeah. Like Kyler Murray, he has almost 1,500 yards on the season. He's throwing a 70% completion rating, completion percentage. So,
all right. So here we're talking about college football. Still going on to week. This is week 6. We're talking about LSU in Florida at the Swamp. Who you got?
I'm going upset here, boys. I got Florida taking down LSU.
Okay. Steven, who you got?
I got LSU. I think it's going to be a close game, like a 4-point game, 3-point game. It's going to be a 24-28, 24-27 kind of game. I think it's going to come down to like a last-minute drive or late in the fourth quarter.
Tyler, now you disagree with us. You said Florida. Now, why do you say that?
Well, I think that Ed Orgeron's luck will run out.
Eventually.
I think that
not a great.
Going
off of what? Keep going.
I said coming off a big win from Dan Mullen from his old team. What was it? Yeah, Mississippi State.
Yep.
You know, that should give them a good bit of confidence. You know,
they're confident going. They're playing LSU. They're like, number 5 team in the country. We got this. You know, it's our rivals. We're ready. You know, that's just they're ready. I feel like they're prepared to play like you said, with
that's why I think it's going to be a really close game, but I think LSU pulls it out, like, in the very end.
Just because of the experience of their team as far as the Florida's offense is not great. Their defense is not great. But neither team is as good as they've been before.
Yeah, and here, the last thing on this topic, I think that, and everybody can agree on this, that Dan Mullen is a way better coach than Ed Orgeron.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I think, in my opinion, the determining factor, in my opinion, once again, will be Dan Mullen pulling out the win against Ed Orgeron because he's a more experienced coach. He knows how to coach guys, and, that's just my prediction.
I'm still sticking with you. Nothing against you, but I'm just going to go LSU just in a close game.
Me too. I'm going LSU, but I do think Joe Burrow doesn't have a great game.
Yeah.
He's not you're right. The best quarterback.
I think you're right.
He's one of the worst, probably, in the SEC.
I think he, just had a really good game against Auburn. Just came up clutch, and just that was just one of those games.
He didn't really have a great game. He threw for 45%.
Yeah, think about it though. Fourth quarter, and that's the reason why they won. Fourth quarter, he made some good passes on fourth down. Yeah, that's the only Auburn lost.
They got a little bit lucky with the refs.
There were some calls at the end that were questionable. And then now our last matchup is Notre Dame at Virginia Tech. Notre Dame's number 5. Virginia Tech is 24, but they're at Virginia Tech. Who y'all got on this one?
Notre Dame.
What'd you say?
I'm going Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. All right.
I'm going with Tech.
Yeah, I think I'm going with Tech too. Tech, coming off, they lost to Old Dominion. They dropped out of the top 25, but then they got back in last week. Notre Dame cut off a big win against Stanford. But they're just, I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be some hangover from that game. Tech's going shot at home. Thing in the college football playoff because Notre Dame, people are like, wow, Notre Dame's number 6, they're playing good, but I don't think they're that good. I don't know about you.
Me neither. I think Notre Dame and Stanford are both way overrated.
Oh yeah,
definitely. I can agree with that, but I think they're better than West Virginia. I think because they're ranked high, they'll have the confidence to overtake the
definitely state. Another topic for another segment of our podcast. So. Any final thoughts about Week 6? Any other games that catch your eye? Any other
Auburn, Mississippi State.
that could be a game in Starkville, but I feel like Auburn just I feel like they're going to pull that one out.
I think our offense gets off to a slow start, but the defense keeps them in it, and I think the offense will eventually get in the groove. Get Anthony Schwartz to run the ball a little bit.
The only thing that keeps them in the game, in my opinion, is Nick Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
So I think that's the only thing that keeps them in the game.
Yep.
So I think Bama plays Arkansas. That's really just It's an easy win. It's not going to be close.
A&M almost lost to Arkansas though.
Yeah. A&M, honestly, we can talk about them for a long time. I think they're one of the better 2-loss teams in the country.
If not the best 2-loss team in the country.
The number 3 team, the number 1 team. And, can't ask more. And they didn't – Bama beat them by 20, but the score didn't – Kellen Mond played great football.
The score does not,
Yeah, the score doesn't show it.
Yeah.
So now we're already done with Week 6. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next college football thing, and that is the Heisman Trophy. Heisman Trophy watch. And there's some stats. We talked about Kyler Murray briefly a second ago. Right now, Tua is actually – I was looking at Heisman earlier. Tua is leading the race with 14 touchdowns, 1,200 passing yards, 75% completion percentage, 2 rushing touchdowns, and 115 rushing yards. Tua doesn't even play he hasn't played one full game the whole year.
Nope.
And if he played a full game, I think he would have, honestly, better stats than Kyler Murray.
Oh, absolutely.
I think so. What do you think about that one, Tyler?
Yeah, I think so. I think also, I mean, don't get me wrong, these guys are great quarterbacks, but
right.
Who have they played?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Bama has a weak schedule up until LSU. They have LSU. Then they have I think Mississippi State, and they have the Citadel, and then they have Auburn. That's their toughest part of the year. LSU's not great. Bama does not have a tough schedule this year. The only reason, yeah, for real. They had a decent schedule last year and the year before.
It wasn't like compared to Auburn though. Still,
yeah, Auburn always y'all have a tough schedule.
We always do. It's like actually retarded.
And that's the only problem with those really good teams like y'all is it's hard for y'all to it would be one thing if y'all slipped up against like Georgia or Alabama at those teams, but then y'all played LSU at home. That's one of those games where it hurts y'all later down the road.
Slip up. Yeah.
So
absolutely.
I think that's one of those things. And get back on the Heisman thing just briefly. Two is definitely the race, but I think it's going to come down to the end, and who can, if Kyler Murray cannot win a conference championship, then he's not winning. I don't think, personally.
Yeah, I agree.
If they're both close in stats, but whoever has a conference championship, I think that's a determining factor.
I think a guy that everyone is sleeping on is Mackenzie Milton.
Yeah.
The quarterback for UCF, yes.
Steven,
if they go undefeated, it's just...
Yeah, I definitely...
It's going to be...
Right. It's going to be another great year. So, you got some stats on him, Steven. Say those real fast, then we'll have to wrap this segment up. What do you got on him?
He's got 1,223 passing yards, 61.3 completion rating, 8.9 yards per attempt, 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
Okay, that's some good stats for
really good stats.
So this segment will end here, guys. Tyler has to depart, so we will be doing part 2, or actually it'll be a whole nother episode. We'll be talking about the MLB playoffs, and that will be the main topic of that one will be the MLB playoffs / MLB conversation. So thanks for watching this segment, and we'll see y'all later.